So 343 Industries just made it impossible for a major group of players to play Halo Infinite, and here's why. So as many of you all know, Halo Infinite is not a demanding game graphically. Poorly optimized, yes, but not graphically demanding. And even with top of the line hardware, myself and others still to this day struggle to get a consistent frame rate. For example, I myself run an Intel i9-13900KF CPU, a RTX 3090, and 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, and even then I have moments where this game dips below 60 FPS. Now, is that totally crazy? Yeah, I mean, hardware like that should not have a problem at all keeping a game like Halo Infinite above 60 FPS. That's a crazy idea. But even then, it's still playable, of course. Now, that's an inconvenience and something that can be completely frustrating. But let's say that you are just a passionate fan and you don't care about getting a consistent 60 FPS. You just want to play the game, have fun, whether the graphics look muddy and blocky and the frame rate is 30 and below. Who cares? You're a passionate fan and you want to play Halo on your older PC hardware. Well, I hate to break it to you, but as of recently, that might not be possible anymore. Recently, after the launch of Season 3, players who were playing on older hardware were starting to notice that their game would not boot at all. And after much speculation and research, many in the community came across the conclusion that after the ray tracing update, any graphics card with less than 4 gigabytes of VRAM will no longer allow the game to launch. Now, before I continue, I would love to know if any of you watching this video right now are running anything like a GTX 1060 equivalent or below. The reason why I ask is because my question is, what happens when you try and launch the game? Does it just not boot? Is there a screen that pops up saying your PC doesn't match our required minimum specs? Let me know down in the comment section down below, because I couldn't seem to find an answer on what exactly happens when you try and launch the game. Now, the reason why people are speculating that this is part of some 343 Industries update and not some random bug is because the GTX 1060 actually doesn't meet the required minimum specs when it comes to graphics cards for Halo Infinite. The minimum GPU is actually a GTX 1050 Ti, and you're probably seeing your screen right now, but wait a minute, isn't that technically a lower entry card in the 10 series GPUs? And yeah, you'd be totally correct. But the problem is that the 1050 Ti actually comes with more VRAM than the 1060, therefore meeting the minimum requirements at 4 gigabytes of VRAM. Now, there hasn't been a statement from 343 as of yet, but I have to say this. Why? Why would you do this? Who are you to tell people what they can and cannot do with their hardware? I get it, it's your game, these are your minimum specs, but I've never heard of this happening in the time that I've been a PC enthusiast. I used to have a friend who we literally had a graphics card that wasn't even a GTX card, it was a GT card or something. It had a little fan and a PCB that looked like absolute crap. We used to call it the hell card, and he would run Call of Duty Black Ops 3 at 15 FPS and would love it. He would love playing Call of Duty Zombies at 15 FPS. And you're telling people because they only have 3 gigabytes or 3.5 gigabytes of VRAM that they can't launch your game. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely joking me? This is ridiculous if true. And for the people who have laptops, think about that. Oh my goodness, I just had this come into my mind. People that have laptops wouldn't just have to replace the graphics card, because you can't do that in a laptop. They would have to replace their whole machine. Are you serious? All I can say is, for your sake, 343, I really hope that this is just a bug, a issue that popped up during patch updates that maybe got, swept under the rug. I hope that that's the case, because if this is true, if you are limiting it to 4 gigabytes of VRAM or whatever the minimum is, this is not good for your reputation. You do not have the right to tell people what they can and cannot do with their hardware. This is ridiculous. But I don't know what else to say. You've made dumb decisions in the past. I would not be shocked whatsoever. But those are just my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like on it. If you dislike it, go ahead and drop a dislike on it. And 343, for your own company's reputation and sake, please get your shit together and fix this. Do the right thing and fix this. Come on now.